Hey YouTube, Eric here from Guided. On today's show we are going to be back at the range and I am really excited about this one. It's my 338 build and I will turn you around here and I'll show you what we got. So, start with the brake. This is an easy tuner brake. This is the brake that I had on my other rifle. This is actually, I bought this for the 338. The barrel. The barrel is a KMP barrel out of Rapid City, South Dakota. I went with a 30-inch barrel. I had it fluted, spiral fluted. LRI did the gunsmithing work on it, and I actually stayed with the Savage receiver. I had it, so I figured I'd go build upon it. The stock, it's actually a chassis, a crossover. This is made by MDT. It's an XRS chassis. Very, very nice chassis, very nice stock, feels good, adjustable comb. It's got these adjustment plates in there to extend the length of pull. Very, very nice. Like I said, I just started using it. I haven't shot it yet. The verdict is still out on how it actually performs, but very comfortable to hold and maneuver. The glass I went with is a Citron S8. It's a 5-40 by 56. And this thing is a monstrosity of a scope. This is a 40mm tube on this thing. I went with some high-end glass, did a lot of research, and I did a lot of research on the glass for the scope on this thing. I had a lot of guys, you know, saying the 338, you do not want to put subpar glass on it, and I agree. Not that subpar glass would not work, but this is a long-range, extreme long-range hunting rig for me. It's I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see how it does in the field at the range here. Like I said, brand new stock, brand new barrel, brand new scope. And let me turn you around and show you the ammo I'm gonna go with. All right, so for sight in, I'm just gonna use factory ammo. These are the 250 grain. A good friend of mine, 22 Plinkster, Dave Carson from 22 Plinkster, he sent me these to tell me to try. So I'm going to use these to sight in. I also, a good friend of mine, one of the other rifles I set up, this is just a box. He loaded me up some sight in ammo as well. Let me come around here and show you what I got. All right, so he loaded me up, let's see, 16 rounds. These 8 are 300 grain RDFs. Here's all the specs on what he actually loaded. This is 300 grain Nosler custom competition CC bullets. I'm trying to stay with heavy 300 grain bullets. Now I know some of these are match grade bullets. They're not designed for hunting, but I basically want to see what kind of groups I can get with this match grade ammo, and then I will eventually switch over to a hunting bullet for actually hunting animals. But a lot of guys on these forums are saying some of these match bullets they're using, like the ELD-Ms, the ELD match bullets, they're using those for hunting and with good success. So I have never shot anything with a match bullet. I'm gonna have to do some more research, but anyway, I wanted to see how these bullets shoot first. So like I said, I got the factory Federals for sight in, and then I have these loaded ammo for sight in, and then he loaded me up 3 rounds. We're gonna do like basically 3 rounds of each different load here. Here's the 270 grain ELDX. Here's the RDF bullets. So anyway, I got everything here that I need to get this thing going. I'm excited about it. I am really excited. So I want to give you a disclosure. This MDT stock, this XRS stock chassis, I was actually looking at these to buy one, and I actually got an email from MDT, and they were interested in my videos and my channel, and they asked me if I'd be interested in them sending me a stock or a chassis for one of my rifles to try and use to see how I liked it. And I said, of course, yes, I will do that. So just so you know, full disclosure, I am in no way obligated to them. When they sent me this stock, they told me to use it and give my honest review, and that's what I'll do. And I am in no obligation to say this is the best stock ever made, to say all good things. If there's something I don't like about it, I will let you guys know. So just wanted to give you that full disclosure on that. But everything else, the scope, the barreled action, the barrel, the brake, everything I bought myself. So one last look at this. Alright guys, so I'm just walking out to the backstop to put some targets up. A couple things about this build. One, an MDT XRS chassis. I've never used one. I've just held it and shouldered it. It feels pretty good. But if any of you guys use one of these chassis, I'd like to know what you guys like, what you guys don't like about it. If there is anything you don't like, I'd like to know what it is. And like I said, until I start actually shooting this thing, getting it in the field, the verdict is still out on that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the XRS, the MDT XRS chassis. The next thing is that Citron scope. That thing is fairly expensive, a lot more money than I wanted to pay, but I found a video on YouTube, a guy out of the UK, and he's kind of what sold me on this scope. He's a long-range shooter instructor, and I will cut the clip in right here and let you guys watch it and see for yourself.
So we have perfect tracking, the best glass in the world, right up with any scope at any money that you can show me. I've sat for days on end in various lights, shooting long-range precision in all sorts of weather. That's the day job. I've done it with that Citron, and I own half of them. I've got the Crusader, I've got the Recon, I've got Tractoric there, I've got all of them. I don't own an Attacker 7-35, but I know it well. I've got the ZCO, but I had several clients who had the Attacker, and we sat there doing side-by-side comparisons, and everyone is shaking their head going, how much is this Citron? How can that be? It's that level of news, this thing, guys. And if they said this thing's $4,200, I'd still be recommending it. It's just as good as they get at the moment. And the glass quality is staggering against anything in the world at any money. So
yourself, but I kind of went off his recommendation on this scope, and that's why I took the plunge on it. It's a heavy scope. I think it's like 40 some ounces, 48 ounces or something. It's just a monstrosity. It's got a 40mm tube, main tube. So anyway, if you guys ever use one of those, let me know. And then also I am running a KMP barrel, which I'm very excited about. I've heard a lot of good things about KMP barrels. Never used one, so we will see how it does. Let me get these targets put up. Anyway, if you guys haven't been here before, my name's Eric. I'm a hunting guide here in Northeast Wyoming. And if you guys like the video, like the content, hit that like and subscribe button. We'll get shooting. Alrighty guys, first shot's coming up. Like I said, I'm going to be using this Federal Premium 250 grain Sierra Match King bullets. Alright, here we go. I'm just checking the brass, make sure it looks okay. It does. No scratches, no dents, no cuts. Oh, nice. I did hit the paper, so the bore sight worked. I am 1, 2, 3, 4 inches low and 1, 2, 3, 4 inches to the left. So velocity on that one is 29.06. So that's the first shot out of this thing. That's with the 250 grain bullet. Shot number 2. That one is 29.38. So let me bring it down. Less than 1 MOA, so just under an inch, which is pretty decent. That one was 29.60, and we are going to move on to all of this ammo that I have. This is going to take a while. I'll lay it all out here and you guys can see it. So, all right, so my buddy Paul, 3 shots for each load. He's got them numbered. And this one is 88 grains of Retumbo, and it's shooting the 270 grain ELDX. This is 91.2 grains of Retumbo. This is 92.8 grains. This is Sierra Bullet, 300 grain hollow point boat tail, 74.7, and on and on and on. So we have 14 different loads here. 14 different loads here that he loaded me up with, and we are going to slowly over the next hour, 2 hours, get these shot and see which one does the best. So thanks again, Paul. I appreciate all the work you did. Let's get shooting. I'm just gonna go start out with number 1 and work my way down the line. I'm gonna shoot the left target, middle diamond. All right, guys, so as you can see, I shot 2 shots so far and they're cutting each other, so I thought it was rolling. It must have kicked off. That one was 27.95, and it shot a little bit to the left of, that's probably 5/8 inch group. Alright, so I'm going to shoot the bottom right target, number 2 load, bottom right diamond. All 3 shots within a 1/2 inch or better. We're going on to the number 3 one. That group opened back up. We are going to shoot number 4. I'm going to shoot the left target, top left diamond. That was a good group. Alright guys, so on to number 5. It's cooled down and got the chronograph set. Alright guys, so I don't know what happened there, but bottom left diamond on that left target, those 3 shots, that was group number 5. Shot real good there. Real. Alright guys, so I'm going to walk out here and put a couple new targets up. Since I got 14 groups of 3 that Paul loaded up for me. And I'm working my way through them. I just shot, I think, number 5. And I'm going to get out here and show you what we got so far. All right, guys. So this target over here was the one I was shooting to get it sighted in. I bore sighted it at 100 yards. Literally took the bolt out, looked at the bore, adjusted the scope to this center of this paper. First shot was here, and then I proceeded to shoot. The next shot was there, and shot those 3 shots. That's probably a little under an inch because it's inside this line and inside this line. So that's with factory federals. And then I probably jumped down to here and then here. And I jumped over to here and I shot this one first. This was the number 1 group. This is on the line. That's 3/4 of an inch. Because this line to this line is 1 inch, that line to that line. So this is a 1 inch square. So we got, basically this is right on the center line. This is inside this line. That's probably a 3/4 inch group, center to center. Then I jumped down here, and this is where it really shot good on the second group. That's 3 shots in here. The reason why I'm doing only 3 shots is because that's what he loaded me, is the 3-shot group. And then when I find the 3-shot best group, then I'm going to go with that, obviously. So that was number 2. That was number 1. That was number 2. Number 3. That was probably a 3/4 inch group because it's inside this line, so 7/8 to 3/4. And then I went down here. So 1, 2, 3. This is number 4 group. That's pretty dang good. Still probably, I don't know, 5/8 of an inch group. And then this is the number 5 group. From there to there. That's really good. That's probably close to a 1/2 inch group 2. But so far, number 2 group, number 5 group. I am going to put new targets up and we are going to go from there. I am going to be shooting the number 6 group. Here we go. I'm going to shoot the middle target, middle diamond. I'm going to let it cool down a couple minutes and we'll shoot again. Go to number 7. I am going to shoot the middle target, or bottom right diamond. Probably 3/4 inch. This is number 8 group. That one wasn't too bad of a group. On to number 9 group. This will be group number 10. I'll be shooting the middle target, bottom left diamond. That one shot a good group right there. First 2 shots were in the same hole. Second shot was just maybe a 1/2 inch above it. Alright guys, so we got 4 more groups to shoot. Alright, this would be number 12 group. That was my worst group right there. Alright guys, so after that last shot I cleaned it. And the reason I cleaned it is because 1, I haven't cleaned it since I started shooting it, and 2, the pressure, or not the pressure, but the feet per second on that, what it was recommending and what it was actually shooting was considerably higher. So I just wanted to make sure that I had it clean, and so I cleaned it, and now I'm going to shoot just the factory Federals. I'm going to shoot the very far right target before I move on to the last two groups that I have. So damn. Quite possibly the best group yet. I mean, that just up there with the other one. All right, we got two more groups and we'll be done for the day. Damn, that's a good group too. Holy crap. I shot 3 shots and there's 2 holes there. So one had to go inside the other one. Right inside the other one. All right, one more group. That group shot pretty good, but I don't think it's better than the one before it. I am walking down the target. When I get down there, I'll show you guys what we did. The best I did, the worst I did, and I have a decision to make. My decision is which bullet combination am I gonna choose? All right, guys. So this was the original paper. Just discard that. So I had, so let me think, this is 14, 13, 12, 11. So I shot this one. Which is pretty good. Not bad at all. It's pretty close. Then I shot this one and I thought, dang, that's worse yet. So what I did was I cleaned it. I cleaned the barrel, let it cool. I cleaned it real good, which I hadn't done. So I shot about 20 some rounds out of it without cleaning it. And then I saw this open up a little bit. This is my worst group, which is probably still an inch, maybe a little over an inch. And then I cleaned it, and so I jumped over here and I shot the factory 250 grain bullets, Match Kings. And that might be in the running for my best group. And that's with factory ammo, if you can believe that. So then after I fouled the barrel, I wanted to foul the barrel with this, and it shot probably one of the best. So we'll jump back over here. I shot this group here, which is damn good. There was one shot, second shot, third shot right inside this hole. And then this is my last group. First shot, second shot, third shot right inside that hole. The only hunting bullet out of all the bullets I've shot is Hornady 270 grain ELDX. And so basically that's the only true hunting bullet that I have. All these other bullets are target bullets. Hope you guys like the video, like the content. This is the part 1 of the, I'm going to do a couple videos on this rifle. The next video will probably be up at the long range and see how it shoots long range. So my name's Eric from Guided. We'll see you next week.